Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah, Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Quiet on the Creek. The ingredients you need to make a Quiet on the Creek: 1.5 ounces of vodka, 3/4 ounces of elderflower liqueur, 3/4 ounces of some fresh lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of blackberry simple syrup, 2 ounces of Prosecco or sparkling rosé, a splash of club soda, some blackberries, and a lemon peel for your garnish, and of course, some ice. So this is how you're gonna make it. You're gonna add the vodka, the elderflower, the lemon juice, the blackberry simple syrup to a shaker with ice, shake until chilled, strain that into a stemmed wine glass or coupe over the fresh ice, top with Prosecco or sparkling rosé, then add a small little splash of club soda, garnish that with a few blackberries and a lemon peel. And that is a lot, but that's a Quiet on the Creek, and it sounds tasty.
Welcome back to CockTales Dirty Discussions, you guys. I'm Kiki Says So. And if you haven't heard that voice in a while, you might have forgot. That is Medinah Monroe. Welcome back.
Hey, y'all. I'm back. Hey, Kiki.
Hey, girl.
How's your spirit?
It's good. So this week, you guys, we are going to be getting into a lot of different topics, and we definitely have to catch up with Medinah because it's been a while since we've heard about what's been going on. You've been traveling around the world and having all of these fun adventures. Can't wait to hear about them. Remember to stay tuned until the end for all of our announcements, and make sure you're following us on Instagram at CockTales Podcast. So, what has been going on?
Oh,
How have been your trips? No, not yet.
So you guys, I'm back, and it has been wonderful. The trips, Bali. Kiki, have you been to Bali?
Not yet. My trip in September is going to be my first time going.
Okay, you're going to love it. I stayed at a place called Hotel Sages. It's owned by 2 Black women.
Mm-hmm.
This retreat was curated, very intentional. Like, we got together, Paradise and Vibe got together with Black Girl Digital's LaToya Shambo, and we picked different content creators to come together and really highlight what it means to build an impact in your life, in your career, helping Hotel Sages draw attention to that. And it was life-changing. I would say I learned a lot about myself, learned a lot about some of the young ladies that I didn't know on the trip.
Mm-hmm.
And I taught my first workshop.
What was it about?
It was about having the audacity.
Mm-hmm.
The audacity to pivot, the audacity to keep going when you maybe don't want to, the audacity to try new things. When you think about audacity, I tied it into all of that, and I was so nervous. They were like, Medinah, will you teach the workshop? And I was like, absolutely not.
Why'd you say no?
Because I didn't think I was qualified, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
When I hear the word workshop, I just didn't think I was qualified. I think that's what it was. It was like, oh my gosh. Like, I talk about audacity all the time, on and off the camera and with friends. But when it came down to like a private group, I didn't think I could do it. It was wonderful. I printed out workbooks and everything. It was it was a good time. Everybody loved it. And Bali was incredible. That's what I will say. Yeah. I also spoke at my church. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to put the timeline together of when I was here and when I wasn't. That was interesting also. I invited you, I invited Lex, I invited a bunch of people. Again, another very nerve-wracking thing.
What made it nerve-wracking? The church one.
Well, first of all, everything makes me nervous. Second of all, it's church. Again, another thing I just didn't really think I was qualified for. I was worried about being judged. I was worried about stage fright. I had to go through this, they call it the Communicators Lab, and it's like a speech class.
Mm-hmm.
And it teaches you how to storytell, how to stay on track, how to be in front of an audience and be appropriate also for church. Does that make sense? Like, he was teaching you how to tell your story, share a testimony, but also you have 4 minutes to do this. So make sure.
You have to be concise.
Yeah, make sure you don't be rambling, don't get up here going past the time. So that was life-changing. I was scared because it's just scary. I'm in a season of doing things that maybe don't make sense and that are very scary, but still very much doing it scared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, doing things that are new or different or that make you uncomfortable can very much be nerve-wracking. Mm-hmm. That has been me for probably 4 months now. it feels like everything, my life right now has been in such a transitional period. Everything just feels like, nervous energy, but like just got to keep pushing.
What do you think is something you've done scared?
I think I was scared the first episode that I did of CockTales by myself, because while I've done podcast episodes on other shows where I didn't have a co-host and it was just a guest, it's like really just me sitting here talking and being scared and like, what will people think? How are they going to react? How will they receive this? Will they be entertained? Am I going to ramble too much? Because I'm a rambler.
Mm-hmm.
And that is hard. That's something that I've done scared. Another thing I've done scared is just do the things that I want to do that I'm scared to do. Like, I'm moving and I wanted to move, but I've been so scared to move. I'm so scared of like commitment and some of the things that I've been wanting, but it's like, do you really want it if you're so scared? I don't know. So it's like going back and forth in my mind. Do I make this decision? Am I making the right decision? If I talk to people about it, they're going to get in my head. And is that going to make me stop with the path that I want to go down? Or am I going to change my mind? Am I going to do what I'm advised to do? Am I going to do what I want to do?
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to do? Everything makes me scared. So it's just hard, but I'm enjoying it because I think that it's a challenge. And sometimes I feel like I've had several different phases in my life where I really just got too comfortable. And I wasn't enjoying my life, but it was also a result of me being too comfortable and not putting myself in positions where I could challenge myself and try something different, try something new. So I'm happy with that, but it's still uncomfortable, but I welcome the uncomfortable energy because I know that in the end, whether things work out or not, it's something that I need to do because I can't be scared. I'll never know what it feels like to do the things that I want to do if I don't at least try. You know what I mean?
I think it's important that people do things that stretch your mind, and doing things that are scary, or you're scared of. It helps you stretch your mind. One thing that I've been doing in my Medinah journey is stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm. How's that going?
I'm shaking just talking about it. It is the most frightful thing I think I've ever done in my life. And I have swam with the sharks.
Mm-hmm.
For real. Like in the water, swimming with the sharks, not in a cage. Kiki. And I don't tell anybody when I do it because I'm also trying to learn that sometimes you do things and you won't have support.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to actively put my physical body in spaces where it's like, nobody here knows who I am. Not on purpose. I don't have the support. Will you still do it? You know what I mean? And so I love comedy. I love talking about comedy. I love whenever we've had comedians on the show. I go to comedy shows myself. And I always admire how you get up here and your job is to share a story and hopefully make people laugh. But even the people that get up there and they suck, bro, you got up here and the feeling that I get in my body, it makes me feel. I can feel everything in my body. And I'm in a season right now where it's like, I need to feel things.
Okay.
I need to feel. And I mean, people do be laughing. I'm not gonna lie. People be laughing.
So did you do it again? Because I know you told me you did it when I went to the Beat the Bomb.
Yeah, I've done it 3 times. I'm doing it again in July. I'm not telling if you just happen to go.
To be there.
Yeah, I'm not. There's a content creator that I met who she was like, will you please let me know because I want to do it too, but she ain't sign up.
You have to sign up in advance?
You got to sign up in advance because they fill up quick. I mean, I'm not to the point yet. And I'm not trying to be a comedian. It's very therapeutic for me. But I'm not at a point yet where I'm just going to pop up and put my name on a list and then wait for them to call. No, I need to know the date. I need to plan it and just get most of my nerves out before.
How much time you need?
Well,
lead time to know, like, okay, if I sign up today, then in 2 weeks is the show and I'll be good. You'll have time to
No, like a month.
A month?
Yeah, I mean, that's how long the list be, honestly. You have to send them an email and then they let you know what they have available. And then obviously scheduling, our schedules be crazy. So a month is good for me to, but it's been helping me feel.
Something this month?
Yeah, that's my do it scared. Do it and just go and live in your human body.
What kind of jokes you be telling?
I be up there rambling.
About what?
One day I was talking about Harriet Tubman. One time I was
Harriet Tubman? Okay.
One time I was talking about sad moments in my life, but there's like some funniness in it. My comedy is a little dark.
Okay.
It's a little dark. And
I like dark humor.
Yeah, it's a little dark. I go a little dark.
How dark?
unaliving is stark.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just like the thought process of that. And it's just like, yeah. Life. I think I get up there and I share. So it feels like CockTales, honestly. It feels like a lot of the stories that I've shared on CockTales, it's just more story form and not nobody can interrupt.
Not conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and apparently my dating life is funny. So we'll see what happens with this.
Yeah. But for a long time, mine was a horrible tragedy, and I had to find the funny in it to make this shit. So I get you.
Have you been dating now, or what you doing?
Yeah, I'm dating.
Okay.
I'm dating, and I'm happy in my love life. I feel like I'm still very non-traditional. I refuse to call somebody my boyfriend because I'm 50 years old. And it feels weird to me. And I still am of the mindset that I'm going to be single till I'm married or at least engaged. And I'm not rushing any of those things, but I'm happy with where I'm at. I think that I'm trying to not be so stuck in, I guess, the things I've learned from other men I've dated, or not even learned, but the things I've experienced with other men. I have to constantly remind myself, hey, this guy is not that man. And just like you have changed and you've changed your approach, your mindset, and your everything about how you will show up in a relationship, you're dating somebody that is different than the other men who hurt you. And so, like, let that go. And don't think that everybody's going to be the same, and stop waiting for the other shoe to drop. Maybe you should just like enjoy the moment. And that's where I'm at with it. So I'm good there. I've been trying to have more fun experiences in my love life, but right now it's hectic because we're moving. And so it's stressful.
Oh, y'all are moving in together?
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all didn't watch the episode still?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're moving in together. And that is a challenge, but a welcome challenge. But I'm just like, every day it's something new that I didn't think needed to be discussed, or something new where I didn't realize we had different opinions, or just things I didn't consider. And I think that moving in with somebody, it's a lot.
A whole lot.
Yeah, but I welcome the adventure, and it's exciting in like a weird, uncomfortable, but do it anyway kind of way. It's almost like when you get to the top of the line for a roller coaster that you wanted to ride, but you realize you've been waiting in line for 2 fucking hours, and then you get to the top of the line, and you look down and you see how high up you are, and then the roller coaster is looking rickety, and then you're thinking about all the people who got stuck and the people who didn't make it off, and it's just like, do I really want to do this? But you're here now, so yeah.
Yeah. Well,
so that's where I am in my love life. What's going on with your love life? I saw you kissing somebody in the fireworks.
That wasn't me.
Who was that? I know it was you. That wasn't me. Who was that? You got a doppelganger?
Yeah, I'm dating somebody. And it's cool. It's good. And I think that self-awareness is such an interesting journey, because everybody says that they want to be aware, but then when you come down to the moments that really require you to be aware of yourself, and the easiest thing to apply it to really is dating, because it's a mirror of yourself. It's a journey, and it's
What you mean it's a journey?
It's just getting to, like you said, like unlearning things, triggers, your own patterns, expecting or assuming because of some of the craziness that we've dealt with in dating men. I had to, and then sometimes you have to have these open conversations with the people that you care about, just so you know, like, I don't trust men. And for me to say that out loud.
You said this is a man you're dating? I said
it out loud because we had a situation happen, and it had to be said. It had to be said because something happened. And my reaction was so like heartfelt that I just needed, I don't want to beat around bushes anymore. I want to be as direct as I can with whoever needs to hear this message. And so when we were talking about what happened, he was like, why is it such a big deal? And I really had to think about it. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is a big deal because if I'm being honest, I don't trust men. And I have sat on this show several times and said, and again, I think it's like we all walk around acting like we're aware until you're faced with something. I have said several times on this show, I I start with trust.
Yeah.
I have said it, and I really believed that I did. No, you don't, sweet little muffin top baby girl, Applehead. You don't start with trust, and it shows when certain things happen. You know what I mean? And so I don't think that you can really work on something if you're not honest about it. If you don't tell somebody, in whatever relation, this is business, family, friends, who you're dating. If you don't really say what the root of what is going on, what it is, you just keep adding stuff to it. I don't want to start anything else like that. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I mean this with the kindness of my heart. I just don't trust men. And I promise you I'm working on it.
How did he receive that?
So I'm so glad that I'm back to the Silver Fox gang. I'm so glad that I'm back to the Silver Foxes.
Okay.
He took it with so much kindness. Like, he was just like, I could tell, but like, what exactly happened? We started talking about some of the experiences that I had. When I talked about Clarence Brown Jr. on this show, even though we made it funny and I'm at his house and the girl comes knocking on the door and she comes in, that was a real story. That was somebody who was really saying, I'm a single man. And you had a whole girlfriend who could have came in here and bust me inside the head and killed me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dealing with men who were like, you knew I was married. Excuse me, Mr. Nigga. No, I didn't.
You said you was separated and y'all was just going through the legalities.
You didn't even say that.
Oh.
Like, so some of the stories that we have shared where it's like, this is so funny. At one point it wasn't funny. And that has, the grown version of Medinah is now just like, oh, this is kind of traumatizing. I'm traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
So but he took it very well. He was
That's
like,
good.
I get it. And I can't believe, he don't listen to the show and he never has. I told him the Clarence Brown Jr. story and some the other stories. And he was just like, I was like, don't open your mouth like that because you've probably done something like this to a woman. And so it's just that everybody has different flaws.
Right.
And unfortunately, that's one of my flaws, but I can communicate that. You know what I mean? I can tell you what my insecurities are. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, absolutely not. That's not, These are the insecurities. I don't trust niggas.
Yeah, I had a talk last week and I was like, I'm feeling really frustrated because I'm trying to talk. I can tell that you're stressed and I can tell that maybe things are overwhelming you and you're trying to figure it out. But it feels like you're trying to handle everything on your own. And I can't help but think that you think that this is like, you got to handle it because you're the man and you feel like I'm going to think less of you. And I'm trying to come in like, hey, I don't think less of you. I'm trying to help. But you got to talk to me because if you don't tell me what's going on, I can't help. I can't relieve the stress. I can't do anything. And now I'm going to have an attitude because you acting weird to me and all I'm trying to do is help you. So like, how do we get over this feeling like it's certain roles that we both have to play as men and women? I think we just need to focus on what are we good at? What are our strengths and weaknesses and communicate with each other because me moving in with you, I can't live like this. And I don't want you feeling like you can't talk to me about what you're stressed out about. And I don't want to feel like I'm holding on to stress and I can't talk to you about it because you don't care, you won't listen, or you feel like I need to call one of my homegirls. I want to talk to you. And that took a few days to get through. Hopefully, I think that we've reached a resolve, but that was like a big thing going on. And I had to even call one of my friends and I was like, how do you deal with this? Because she and I are very similar. But anyway, she gave me some advice and I took it and I think it went well. I'll report back later and let y'all know how it turns out. But I was like, okay, let me try this approach. I would never do this on my own without your advice. So thank you if it works. And if it doesn't, bitch, I'm gonna be
they say
mad.
it takes a village to raise a baby, but men
be like babies sometimes.
It takes a village for a relationship also because I'm also learning. I don't know if I want to say learning or like finally realizing that there really is this ebb and flow of like 1 week or 1 day you can be really good and then another issue arises.
And it's like, don't talk to me.
But learning how to not take the route of like, don't talk to me. Actually talk to me and let me talk to you. And do we know how to talk through an issue? Or is it so uncomfortable that now we just don't talk? That doesn't help anything. You know what I mean? Like making sure I understand what I did wrong or what you did wrong or what, and I don't even want to say wrong. Normally somebody's feelings is hurt.
Yeah.
You hurt my feelings and I'm trying to like move on with it, but I can't. And I've been doing a really great job at that. Like I'm not feeling valued. I'm not feeling I need some more attention. I'm in my luteal phase. I'm probably gonna like really.
You know what? People always be talking about the luteal phase. Remind me which one that is, because I feel like that's one of our crazy weeks.
It's one of our crazy weeks, but it's like half and half. Like the first part of the luteal phase, and it depends. Like it can be crazy and you're kind of acting erratic. But it's not
the attached one where you just want to hop on it?
And then you feel attached. It's like a mix for me. It's like I feel attached, but then I might be pushing you away.
We got 5 days out of the 30 to 31 days in a month to be normal. It's so many phases.
But I've been like talking about it being so I don't feel crazy and you don't be like, what the fuck is wrong? You know what's wrong. I want a Snicker. I want it, and I'm hungry, and I'm not hungry, and I'm sad, and I'm not sad.
I ate a box of salted caramel Snickers ice cream bar minis. It was 8 or 10 of them in there. I ate that in one day. Let me not lie. I've definitely felt that big back in my life. But I was like, oh my God, what is going on? I had to check the period tracker app, and I was like, oh.
Was it good?
It was, all of them were so good. I ate them by myself, and Whitley was looking at me like, damn, bitch, you just gobbling this stuff up. You can't have none. And go sit over there. You have your brown rocks to eat. Yes, I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Ice cream and hot wings, and I know something's up. That doesn't even go together.
They don't even go together. You'd be like, what is wrong with me? And I also have realized that, and without anybody trying to change it and not us, like, man, I just want to move in honesty. I really do. And I remember one day we were having a moment. Me and the listeners have started calling him Mr. Medinah. So we'll go with that.
Why do y'all call him Mr. Medinah? Because they don't know his name?
They don't know his name. I'm still not going to be showing niggas. Like, you know what I mean? It still is like I don't want nobody all up in my business. But so, dang, I lost track of what I was saying.
You and the listeners call him Mr. Medinah. But y'all were having a moment.
We were having an honesty moment, and I told him, dang, it was good. It'll come back to me.
Okay, sorry. Okay, well, what else has been going on?
Paradise and Vibe has been going on. I own a wellness retreat company, if you guys don't know. And we had to cancel all of our retreats that we had planned for 2026. Bali ended up popping up, and it was powered by Paradise and Vibe, which was a blessing, and it was amazing. But it's shifting into some ideas that I have that we're about to test out. Me and my girl Chi have a retreat coming up in Korea next year in May. And so what Paradise and Vibe is shifting into is basically like powering these retreats for different influencers and different, even if you want to do a retreat, you don't necessarily want me on it, or you just don't want to do the planning, powering these different retreats. And it's been keeping me so busy in a stressful way, but also in a very exciting way. I love feeling like I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And as an overthinker and like someone who really does, I always question myself and always listen to what other people think I should do. And sometimes letting people's opinions kind of guide what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. My relationship with God has gotten really strong, as y'all can tell. So I'm sitting here in this Martha Stewart dress, but I still need a little knee out. But listening to like some of the business decisions that I'm making with Paradise and Vibe, and it feels so good to see some of these things come to fruition and see some of these things just be able to come to life and have the freedom and have a team that believes in it, that backs it. And so Paradise and Vibe has been keeping me very busy with calls, with different influencers that want to work with us. Almost every influencer that was on the Bali retreat was like, oh my gosh, I want to do a retreat. It's like, let me show you how. Like, I'm actually tried and true with this. Like, I know how to do it. We have itinerary set up, and it feels really good. When I am hosting retreats and in my Paradise and Vibe bag, I feel free. I feel smart. And I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is community work, bringing people together and for a good time and also for a good cause, making sure that you're taking care of yourself, making sure you have wellness in your life, making sure you have love in your life. So many people don't have that. And so that's what's been taking up a lot of my time, planning retreats, traveling, getting closer to God, which has been very trying. I'm not gonna lie. I have been in you said a transitional phase in your life. I've been in a very much everything is a pivot. And people talk about pivot sometimes in a way, like in this positive way, which I'm not saying is not positive. There's normally a positive part of the pivot at the end, but there's this very lonely, misunderstood part of pivots and confusing. Like you're just confused. Like, am I making the right decision? Am I on the right path? Like, what the fuck am I actually doing? That has been the season. That's been the season of this whole entire year, if I'm being honest. And trying to lean into where God has taken my life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's lonely. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just different. Like I've never lived life in a way where you actually consult with God. I'm normally gonna be like, Mom, what do you think? Mec, my sister, what do you think? Kiki, what do you think? Everybody else, like, what do you think? And so I'm not moving like that no more. And it's changed a lot. It's shifted a lot of things in my life that I feel crazy. It feels chaotic. And I'm sure that people are listening to this episode right now like, okay, bitch, get to the point. You know what I mean? Like, are y'all going to get to the point of what this is? And we will at the end. But a lot of that has to do with just my journey and my walk in letting God lead me, and it's scary.
I do get that. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We have to deliver a message from one of our sponsors, and that's Drive Boost. So, in the spirit of making sure that you're doing what you want to do and listening to your body and listening to your heart, whether it's the heart up here or the one thumping down below, it is important to take your supplements, okay? So, we want to remind you guys about VB Health's Drive Boost. Drive Boost is going to help your libido. Maybe you've been in a rut. I know I was. Everything was getting on my nerves. Everybody was getting on my nerves, and I just wanted to scream. But when I started taking those supplements, along with the many others that they have, they really work well together. And I suggest that when y'all go to the site, even if you think you don't have a problem, it's not about having a problem. It's about just making sure that your body is totally primed. They have supplements for sleep. They have supplements for working out. They have supplements for your sex drive. They have supplements for your vaginal health. They have supplements for everything. They've got pre-workout. They've got protein powders. I know that we're in the thick of summer, and if you didn't work on your summer body already, it's not going to happen for the summer. But you can keep working. It's no better day to start than today. And like, you don't need to wait for the summer. You want to feel good all year round. And it's not just about the look, it's about the feel. So I want you guys to make sure that you head over to vb.health and make sure you get some Drive Boost. Sign up and get your supplements for that. But also take some time to browse the site, because they're going to have a bunch of other products and they're constantly adding new things. Something that I love about VB Health is that, number one, their mission is to create supplements that actually work. And that is first and foremost with everything that they do. All of their products are also created by actual physicians, not some random people who are just putting stuff together and won't even tell you what it is. You know what you're putting in your body. You know that the supplements are put together in a CGMP certified facility, and you know that they care about your total overall health. Make sure you guys check out vb.health and use our code CockTales to get 10% off. Again, that's go to vb.health and use code CockTales to get 10% off. The link is also in the episode description. So, okay. So what is going on? You said, let's get to the point. So let's get to it. I know it's been a while since you've been here and we've talked, but it's been a while since you talked to the audience.
Let me say something real quick. There have been, people can get real nasty.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to address something because you said this earlier. You said you haven't listened to the episode, and we talked about it privately. It was very intentional for me not to listen to CockTales while I was not on CockTales. Also, people have been DMing me some very beautiful messages. I'm not gonna lie. But some of the messages were so ugly, Kiki. And I accidentally opened it. Some of them was like, don't you hate when you accidentally open something? You're like, because
you intentionally don't want to respond or whatever.
And I want to make sure that I wanted to make sure that Kiki and I had already spoken about us doing this episode. Even if you didn't, I remember you were like, why do you want to do it? And I was like, I do feel like y'all deserve to know why I'm not going to be here anymore. But I wanted to make sure that when we came to do it, I had an open heart. And I didn't I didn't come in here in an attacking way. Mm-hmm. I didn't come in here in a prideful way, letting my ego lead the conversation. That has been a huge struggle for me, trying to unlearn letting your ego respond. Ego wants to argue. If you feel like you got to flip some tables over, or you feel like you just got to make sure you say your piece so people know where you stand, it's your ego talking. And so I intentionally didn't want to listen to CockTales because honestly, some of the rhetoric that people said was being said on the show, whether it is true or not. People like to create stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, no, I'm not about to be
like
on
the
this.
amount of people who thought that we were in a fight, even like at first when you were just like, oh, I'm not going to be available. And I'm like, there wasn't a fight. You're not available. Mm-hmm. You're going you have things to do. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. And I think it also made me realize when people were saying like, oh, well, he said this and this, I was like, oh, this is how people draw you into mess. Mm-hmm. This is how people pull you into drama, because then you read it, you intake it, that's the spirit I'm coming in here with. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't listen to the show and hear something that made me think, okay, I wanted to come in here with an open heart, open spirit, and just say, this is no longer a part of my journey anymore. And this also was not an easy decision to make. We've been doing this show for almost... You hungry? That was your stomach?
No.
Oh. We've been doing this show for almost... I almost made the 500th episode if this isn't the 500th episode. And so it took this feeling in my stomach almost of like, please don't say that like it's time for me to let go of something I've been working on and pouring into for such a long time that means so much. I don't think it aligns with me anymore. And I don't have all the answers. I really don't. I feel like I'm in a position and I'm in a season of my life where I'm just listening to what is being told to me. You know what I mean? And CockTales just wasn't, unfortunately, it's just not, you know it, I know it, we've had private conversations. I don't really feel like everybody needs this deep clarity as to why I'm leaving, but it was a very hard decision. That's really it. I'm gonna miss sharing stories. I'm gonna miss updating the listeners about what we got going on. Last night I was up and I was crying my eyes out so that I didn't cry on the show, thinking about everything that I've poured into the show. I don't know, y'all. I just think it's not a part of the journey anymore, and it just is not in alignment. And for me to come in here and try to make changes and let's not see eye to eye on certain things.
Yeah,
I think that when you are trying to force stuff, it's just not it anymore, and that doesn't mean that it's bad. You know what I mean? Sometimes,
I think so many people were looking at it as a bad thing, and I don't know what they said to you, but I've been saying, hey, I don't want to speak for Medinah. She's going to come back. Oh, I'm sorry, I spoke too soon. We were supposed to record. Somebody thought that you made up, that the producer canceled on us last minute. I was like, I know better than to
I didn't tell anybody anything. I haven't responded to nobody.
I know you didn't tell them that, but I said, hey, we're going to record on this day. Medinah is coming back. I talked to her. We're going to do this episode. And then I was like, oh, well, I'm sorry, because I shouldn't have said that we were going to record before we recorded, because you know how things can get canceled. Well, afterwards, it's like, oh, why would she make up that excuse? And I'm like, no. She didn't make up that excuse. That's what happened. She's not making this up. So I have no problem clearing those things up. And I think that people were looking for more of a dramatic thing versus just, hey, calm down.
I think people want a dramatic thing.
People should also accept that, hey, if I don't want to do something anymore, if it's not aligning with me, that's okay. That's what I knew or thought that you felt, and so it's fine. And so I'm like, hey, I'm not upset about that. It doesn't have to be this thing, and stop trying to make it into a big fight.
Yeah. Even if there were things that we didn't agree on.
Yeah, there's plenty that we didn't agree on, but it's like, hey, that's okay too.
Mm-hmm. And I also looked at it as
disagreements happen.
I also looked at it as a learning moment. I was like, how can I take this and make it like a learning lesson for people? Because I think that we get during the years of this show, we have gotten a lot of advice letters where people are always asking, when do I go? Or I really love my boyfriend, and or my friend ain't doing that.
Oh my gosh.
And this was like a moment for me to look at this like, sometimes you walk away from things when you don't want to, when it might not make sense. You still love the person, but you don't feel like you're being valued. I don't think you stay holding on to something out of fear that you don't know what is going to happen next. You don't know. That's not the reason to hold on to something. I feel like I'm actively, how we were just talking about, do it scared. I did not want to be like, I'm leaving the I didn't. But that happens in relationships, even also, like you in business. And when you feel like you put your best foot forward, you've tried, you did the things, and then you just keep holding on to something that is no longer in alignment with you, you let things go so you can make room for what's supposed to happen. Stop trying to force things. And so sometimes most of the time, that's not an easy walk. That's not just like a one day you wake up and you just like, I quit. I think that it's okay to walk away from something and you don't have to deem it bad. The season is just over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so too. And even like I thought about it in the terms of like any kind of breakup, friendships, relationships, any sort of family, all of that. It's like I was kind of taken aback by, because it's been several months at this point, I was taken aback by how many people really want and expect and almost feel like you have to have so many words behind things. And it's like, well, hey, sometimes you got to accept no response is a response to certain things. You cannot force somebody to tell you something that they don't want to talk about. And they can have their own reasons. Like we all want the answers. We all want to know everything for the most part, right? But if somebody doesn't want to tell you something, if somebody doesn't want to talk about something, if somebody's not ready, whatever their reason is, at some point you have to accept that, because now you're stewing and brewing about something that you may never get. And it's like,
but
hey,
also,
what do you do?
In my thoughts about even with everything getting canceled, not being able to record this thing, because then I did start being like, oh my God, everyone's being mean, and what do I do? I had to take a deep breath and be like, this is not, you're right. You can't, it made me look at myself and be like, do I be demanding answers from people like this in relationships? It's not okay. If you're moving like that,
I definitely have, and I was like, this is why niggas be mad at us.
This is why niggas be mad at us.
Because you
like, you
are
don't
begging me to tell you something, bitch. I haven't seen you. I haven't called you back. I haven't answered a text message. I haven't checked on you. I haven't fucked with you in 3 weeks. Why do you think that I'm coming back to you?
But also on a more loving note, somebody might need a moment to process things. I've done this show for several years, and it's been a huge part of my life. You talking about you need an answer. I need an answer. Kiki need an answer. Some of the things that people have said to me, I said them to myself. This is weird. This is odd. How could you? I have said the things to myself.
I did a podcast the other day. It's not even me. I'm a guest. They tell me, so is this just watch this is somebody else's shit. And you coming over here asking these questions. That was frustrating. But I will say, there were a few frustrations amongst the listeners, but overall people.
Before I forget, because I was going to say this. I think it's interesting that, because I got threads of people that have been in my comments from several years, weeks, months ago, and not just from this, but now from this in the thread. And it's funny because people will be like, I love watching your journey with God, I thought about this the other night. I was like, people will tell you to listen to God and have your journey and tell you all these positive things until your obedience and what you're listening to affects their life. And it was just an interesting look at like, oh, now all of a sudden, I'm like, girl, you was just in here talking about.
Wait, what did they say now? What was the update of what they said?
We are demanding answers, and why did you leave? And it's just like, whoa, this type of energy, you actually don't own me. You don't. I see why Beyonce be quiet when anything happens, because if you say anything to anybody, somebody can take it and twist it, and now I'm in a bicker backer with you. And I don't want to be in a bicker backer with anybody. And it's just
is a bicker backer?
A bicker backer. You know, bicked and now I'm backed. We bicking and backing, and it's like it's not. That ain't it.
I'm gonna use that, a bicker backer.
A bicker backer. I just made that up. Bicker backer.
That's a good one.
Sometimes things happen and you don't necessarily you don't always have the response. I definitely wanted to have a farewell episode just to say goodbye, because this has been a huge, huge part of my life. And I don't hate Kiki. I hope Kiki doesn't hate me. I wish you the best with CockTales. I wish you the best with whatever you got going on. And I truly do mean that. And that's even with me saying that, that's a lot of work to say, I feel like a few years ago, if this would have happened a few years ago, that maybe wouldn't have been the words. It would have been like, I don't need a goodbye episode and bye. Like, I feel like,
well, damn.
just the different seasons that, not just me, that we both have been in, where it's like, I'm not trying to have a positive take on anything. And this walk is a little bit different. Like, I truly wish you the very best. Mm-hmm. And I'm still going to share the codes and do all the things that I can. And I hope y'all buy the game till it sell out, because that's going to be the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, buy the game. I'm curious to know.com. I won't be shipping out this week. Shipping will resume on Monday, FYI. But yeah, order y'all's games. Well, no, when you hear this, shipping will be fine. Everything will be normal. Again, I packed up that printer, or need to pack that printer up today so that I can get it out. So what are you going to be doing next? More retreats,
several more retreats.
Wait, actually, hold on. We have another message from our sponsor, and then we're going to hear more about what Medinah has coming up. I want to remind you guys, I mentioned earlier, I think we were already recording, I'm moving. I got my bed. So I ordered this bed from Brooklyn Bedding. I got a king size. Now, I was torn because the last bed I got was the Sedona Elite mattress from Brooklyn Bedding, and I love it. I absolutely love it. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not sure what I'm even going to do with it because it's been less than a year, but I need to upgrade to a king size bed. But my predicament was the king size bed has to be a split king to have that adjustable frame. I call it a hospital bed, but I need my head to be elevated and my feet to be elevated. I be snoring sometimes. I got bad allergies and my feet be swelling up. So I am an old lady.
Swelling up?
Girl, I am a clumsy clown and I've had a lot of accidents, but they be getting swollen sometimes. Like I had an accident today, matter of fact. Anyway, so I decided against that, and I got their regular platform for my mattress, but they have a new mattress that has cooling technology, and it has the Glaciotex cooling technology in it, and it also has lumbar support. So whether you just have regular back problems, you might have sciatica like me, you might just be dragging a wagon every day, you're a big booty diva, you need to get a bed with some lumbar support. They also have even more mattress models now. Some of them are especially designed for people who are plus size, because that was something I didn't consider. But as I was browsing all of the mattresses, I was like, yeah, they do have weight limits and there are things to consider. And everybody should be able to have a comfortable mattress, no matter your size or the person you're sleeping with size. So they have so many more mattresses. They even have a nice dog bed. I'm going to get Whitley one once we move in, but I also got the Tencel sheets and a wedge pillow and a few other accessories. You guys, they have amazing things going on, and they also have several different promotions going on, including using our code. So make sure you use our code. Go to brooklynbedding.com and use the code CockTalesPod. That's CockTalespod, and you will get 30% off your purchase. That promo is available site-wide, so make sure you check them out. Again, go to brooklynbedding.com, use the promo code CockTalesPod, and you'll get 30% off. And go ahead and throw everything in the cart because you're going to get an amazing deal. And now we'll get back to the show. Okay, so back to you. And you said, I was asking you what you're going to be working on next. You mentioned Paradise and Vibe stuff.
Y'all, I have Korea 2027, May 2027. It's a 7-day immersive beauty retreat. Mm-hmm. Your ticket includes beauty treatments. I'm really excited about that.
What kind of beauty treatments?
It depends. I'm not going to list them because we still working on which ones they're going to be, and so I don't want to promise anybody anything. It won't be injections, nothing like that. But that'll be amazing. I'm excited. That trip is almost already sold out. So if you're interested,
when is it?
May 27th through June 4th.
Okay.
So make sure you get on the list. Y'all, the retreats be selling out quick, even though it's a year. Also, I have Thailand coming up. I don't know, but that's in a few weeks. That's August 14th through the 20th of this year. I'm really excited about that. Those are my girls. I feel like they're my best friends, and I just met them face to face on Zoom a few nights ago when we did our meet and greet. Mm-hmm. So we're all really excited about that. I have a book coming out. The pre-sale orders will come out pretty soon. It's called Somebody's Ashy Son, A Lover Girl's Guide to Wholeness. It's really funny.
Okay. What kind of book is this?
I would say, what did the publisher call it? It's The genre, they came up with like a genre for it. It's not really a memoir but there's stories in it.
Funny guy.
It's like a self-help funny. That's not the genre, but I can't remember what the genre was. Anyways, that'll go. Y'all will see the pre-sales for that soon. I have this whole Lover Girl thing that I'm coming up with, the Lover Girl retreats. I have my first in-person Lover Girl experience on Friday, July 31st. If you would like to come, it's very small, very intimate. I think there's like 4 tickets left. So if you want to come, I teamed up with 2930 Candles, and it's going to be a really wonderful event, you guys. Also, shout out to A Rich Wines. She's one of my sponsors, and Sleek Wax. This is I think it's going to be a good time. I don't really want to tell y'all much because I like people to just show up and and it'll be a mystery. So, yeah, but most of what I'll be doing, everyone's like, are you going to start a new podcast? I don't know. I'm not in a rush for anything. I'm not in a rush to give anybody an answer, and I'm not in a rush to not, and I'm not in a rush to. So we'll just see what happens. Right now, I'm in like my travel bag. I really like getting away.
Okay, well, you guys, I hope that you got the answers that you were looking for. Thank you for coming today and opening up and sharing. I know that it's been a long time coming. It took a lot to make today happen. And I'm sad to see you go. But I'm happy that you're going to do what you want to do. And I thank you for all the time that we've had together. It's been a good time. I didn't think I would cry. I've been keeping it together.
I was about to cry earlier, and then I was like, oh.
I'm going to keep it together. But I am really appreciative of you for we've had so many great moments and so many good memories. I was watching some old episodes the other day, and we've grown up a lot. I was at lunch earlier today with some friends, and I was like, you know what's interesting? It's like I think about growing up, and a lot of times people think about growing up in their younger years, in their teenage years, but growing up.
Hold on, let me grab it.
Oh, bam, caught it. Thank you.
I brought these on purpose.
What's that? Tissue for your issues. I need a bigger roll. But growing up, it's very hard. I was talking to a friend. She's currently going through a mess on the internet. But it's like when you share so much of your life on the internet, even though we choose what we share, sometimes we forgot that we said something, or we forgot that something happened and it was public. And it can be really hard when there's so many other people in your ear, in your real life, and then the internet. And I don't know, it's weird to grow up in a digital world where everything is there, and every time you change your mind, somebody wants to run your thoughts back. And it's like, well, damn, I can't change my mind. Or damn, you ain't never been drunk before. You ain't never had your heart broken. You ain't never been confused.
You ain't never made bad decisions
every day. I make bad decisions all the time.
We're human. I think that. Thank you, because like I said, I'm gonna very much miss this. It was a hard decision, and to do things and share things on the internet, which I probably won't stop. I enjoy this type of thing. But it is interesting to watch people tear you apart, or tear other people apart, or
make up their own stories when they don't know what's going on, because you don't know what happened.
Know what happened? Like, it's like, and it makes me again check myself. I don't want to. I've never been that type of person.
I'm very nosy. I've been that person. I want to know.
Yeah, you are.
I'm nosy. I want to know every damn thing, but I can accept it. That's not my business.
And also, I can accept to watch people when somebody is like changing in public. Oh my God, it's like, y'all. Like, at one point, yes, I was on the show talking about one night stands, and I don't regret that. You know what I mean? I don't regret all the booty hole talk, all of it. I don't regret it. But then people do.
I do regret that rhinoceros smelling ass nigga that I talked about. That is one regret.
The only regret I have on CockTales is
what?
That treacherous episode with Mandy. Sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night like, oh.
That was a treacherous episode.
That was a treacherous day. That was just bad. Like,
that was a horrible day. Even after the podcast shit was done, I don't think I ever told y'all what happened after that day. But let me tell, maybe it'll be something I tell y'all in a month or two when I run out of other shit to say. But when I tell you, I have never been so like hands and knees begging for
forgiveness.
For forgiveness,
Same.
yes. Apologizing to somebody, and it wasn't Medinah. It was somebody else that y'all won't see on the show. And that whole weekend was a fuck
That
up.
was just even the show.
I think Mercury was in Gatorade.
Remember, there was a flood in New York, and really nobody can make the show, and we were just making the best of it. And then when I look back on those pictures, I was fat.
Yeah. When I saw I was on a podcast recently, and please y'all go watch it. It's called The Creator Ledger or Creative Ledger. I might have it mixed up. But I'm their first guest, and I was a little nervous to do the episode. I did the episode and I loved it, but they threw some flashback scenes of stuff that they have taken from like my social media. I was like, God damn, I was looking like Cabbage Patch Doll. Shout out to Brello Health.
Shout out to Brello.
I had to get on them shots.
Every now and again, you got to get a GLP-1.
I needed help. But yeah,
allow people to change.
Foot busted.
Allow people to change. Your favorite people that you like are people. I done found Jesus and y'all mad at me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Now I can start clapping back. I didn't say nothing back to nobody in the DMs because I was like, I want to go in here with an open heart. I'll still flip these motherfucking tables over.
Now wait a minute.
Sorry.
You don't want to flip no tables over.
Not,
you just got to save some GIFs and stickers that say, be blessed.
Okay.
And things like that, and just send it to them and then block them. Okay. Block them while they're typing if you have time to wait.
Okay.
It's nothing like blocking somebody when they're typing. That is a different sort of... It makes it feel good sometimes when people have you fucked up. Just try it a few times.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, you guys, that's it for this episode. It's the end of an era. But, well, Medinah doesn't know if she's going to podcast or not, but she's definitely going to travel around the world. I'm not going to stop. So, next week, I will see you again. I hope that you stick around. I've got some tricks up my sleeve, and I can't wait for y'all to see them. So thank you again. Thank you for all of the time. Maybe you're new, maybe you're not. It's some people that were like, I've been here when the audio was bad and everything else, and they are referencing hairstyles and guests that I forgot we had. It's been a long time. I want you guys to, in this episode, can y'all drop some comments and let us know some of your favorite moments and what you'll miss and what you're looking forward to in the coming days? I would appreciate that. And, let me pull up the number. I thought I had it up. I want you guys to, I hate when my phone does the photo memories. I just saw a photo memory of somebody I do not talk to anymore.
Oh my gosh, I did a photo. And sometimes I'm like, what happened to it just doing like a year? It went back 3 years for me. I was like, why?
And you know who? Yes, it's been giving me so many photo memories. Lately, it's been photo memories of me and you. All of the live shows, all of the episodes, just random moments. Before I had got lips, and now my lips are deflated again. I mean, I was just like, damn, I look real different. And then there have been... and just a lot of moments, but I don't like that girl and I want that picture gone. It distracted me. But I want you guys to call me. There's a number and I want you guys to leave a message and you can give your confession, whether it's a cocktail or if you want to ask for advice or you just want to say something, you want to get something off your chest. If you need me to alter your voice, that can be done. It's no problem. But call me and leave me a message on the nightcap number. The number is in the description of the episode, but I'm going to give it to you. It is 404-692-0039. Call me, page me, beat me if you want to reach me. Also, make sure you're following CockTales Podcast on Instagram. Make sure you're following me at Kiki Said So. 2 spots just opened up because some people had some issues going on and they're not going to be able to make my Bali trip. So our trip is September 25th through the 30th. I would love for you to join me. We are going to have a blast. I'll be there a few days early. Most of the ladies are going to get there a few days early, but you don't have to. If you want to go, make sure you go to travel.kikisaidso.com/Bali or just click the link in the episode description and also check out my book club. I want you guys to join us. We are reading All the Sinners Bleed by C.S. Cosby or C.A. Cosby. I forget his name. And then next month for August, we have our book picked out already. I forgot what it was. So it'll be in the episode description. So y'all check that out. Anything else you want to share?
All the links will be in the description. I'm going to send them to you if you don't mind adding them. As always, go to paradiseandvibe.com to book a retreat with me. Korea is selling quick. So if you want to go on that 7-day beauty immersive retreat, I would love to have you. And also, I would love to see you at my Lover Girl Summer Experience on Friday, July 31st. And the location will get revealed once you get your ticket. So you guys, I love you. I love y'all, and I appreciate everything that you guys have supported. And hopefully you won't not support me just because you're upset that I won't be on the show. I love y'all. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Wait on the drive. Bye. Bye. Bye.